technologically advanced. And I'm going for like a mad scientist, inventor type.
You're gonna be the belle of the ball in certain circles, and then hated by everyone else.
Well,
I'm okay with that.
I'm thinking Ashdom and Kirkhaven probably.
You want to be a little rich, little British person. If you guys think you can pull it off, Vikestad
My internet's cutting out, but I think you're mocking me.
I am. If you guys think you can pull it off, Vikestad, people from Vikesteaders have a transatlantic accent, which is always an accent I have problems with.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. That's the other place that I'm considering.
I used to really try to learn how to do it, but I've lost like a lot of the knowledge since then. Instead, I've replaced it with Indian and other cultures' accents to use in D&D.
The real accents.
Transatlantic is a real enough accent.
Made up.
Fabricated to the point where it becomes.
You had to teach it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alec. Thank you for defending me.
If I wanted to be from Vikestad, I'd need to watch a whole trough worth of 1940s films.
Or just say, previously on The Legend of Korra.
He does it so easily.
1940s.
See, now I'm thinking about it. Those are the two places I'm in between.
Okay.
Both for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, I would say because this campaign is Boys in the Dark, right? It's not like D&D. It's a lot more episodic and stuff like that. You guys definitely do not need to drill down as deep in this campaign as say Blood Mandate and stuff like that. Aside from, I guess, put the heritage tag to know which country you're from. That'd probably be helpful.
I could be from Unuv in be the Gambit.
Oh, you could be the Gambit!
People call me the Gambit. Dia Blanc.
What's up, Bill?
The Haoni, is that how you pronounce that?
Haoni, yeah. Haoni Bikea.
You said that's Native American area?
Yes. To give you some context, because Native American has a lot of different linguistic capabilities, the name Haoni Bikea is based off of Navajo.
Okay. Do they normally, I suck at accents. Do I have to have one?
No, you don't. The beautiful thing about Venland, just like the US, I am Chinese. You guys would probably not think I'm Chinese if I only gave you my voice. You could be from a country, have lineage with that country, but still be a Venlian. You're an American Venlian. I think Venland is probably the only place where that would happen, with maybe if you're from Kotlabr, you might be from the west, right? Immediate proximal neighbors. But Venland, anyone can go to Venland. Any part of the world. So if you want to do that, you're free to. If you want to be from Nuith, welcome back? Question mark?
She died.
Okay, fair enough. If you want to be from Nuith, be prepared for a lot of Venlands to pronounce it leave or New Eve, because no one will fucking bother knowing how to say it. No Venland will actually bother knowing how to pronounce it.
This is Tierra Lejano?
Yes. Lejano.
That's Mexico, and Lang is what?
Texas.
That's
right, Texas. That's right, I'm from Lang.
Yep, I'm from Lang.
Well, how do you do, fella? I'm from the Vikestad. Guy from Cliffholm? I don't like him.
I also don't like him, but I also don't like you.
Well, fuck you too, buddy.
But I hate that guy. He's a thumb over his shoulder. Pestharian. No, bro!
Find me someone
Let
who
it be
likes
known,
that guy. That guy doesn't like that guy.
Just like in the real life US, a lot of people from the rest of Finland don't like people from Sancaster. That is canon.
Oh no!
When I watched Sinners today, of course there's a scene with some Native Americans, and that's the only time you see them, right? But of course, the one guy that talks, he talked like this, the Like,
Oh, the stereotypical.
stereotypical Pocahontas extra. It's like, I wonder if they really talk like that.
Is there more complexity in the accent than that? Yes. Does Hollywood care for that? Ooh.
No.
I'm not advocating myself as a paragon of ethnicities by saying I'm gonna do a better accent than that. That's all I got. That's all I got, man.
It's all I've got too. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, a fun fact is if you're from the Haoni, some people don't bother knowing how to pronounce that. They will call you a wildling.
Ooh, that's fun.
With a wild with a Y. If you're from Azernia, which again some people don't bother knowing how to pronounce it, they call you a wieldling.
Ooh.
Wieldling?
Forget wieldling.
Okay.
So wildling and wieldling.
I feel like being from Velen, I'm gonna need all these terms.
Yeah, you gotta be a professional. Not racist, but ignorant. Yeah, that's
yes,
that's
professionally ignorant.
Yeah, that's fair. I applaud your work.
Start with 4 points to assign, right? Insight, prowess, and resolve, and
Correct. 4 action dots. But you
Action
cannot
dots,
bring any stat. You cannot bring any stat more than 2. Correct. And that is after you pick your original 3 that your playbook just gives you. So you guys should have 7 points laying out, because I think your playbook gives you 2 in one stat, and a single point in exactly, and then there's 4 action dots thereafter. But all of them have the same qualifiers of nothing higher than 2.
You can add a dot to what they give you, right?
Yes, as long as it doesn't take you
Okay.
beyond 2. So that
Alright,
the
good.
thing that you have like 1
Then-
dot in automatically, you can make it a 2.
Okay. good.
And we've all, thanks to the one shot, the very educational one shot, we have all now seen how much and how little it really does matter when you have more dice. Rolls 4 dice, gets 1, 1, 2, 1. Well, fuck me.
the thing you're hella good at. 1, 1, 2, 1.
Again, this is the Clint curse campaign. it's all
The Clerks
it's
campaign.
all 1s and 2s, baby. If anyone wants to be from Severnia, I have a YouTube channel I can recommend you to do some research. A very specific YouTube channel.
I was living in Siberia.
Where's the damn?
Yes and
Surviving.
no. It's living in Yakutia, which is like so Native Americans originally came from like the Siberian region and beyond that. The Yakutia, it has like some holdover of that, as well as some Mongolians and some Siberians and Russians and stuff like that. It is the coldest place in the world.
Oh,
And-
yes! Yeah. I haven't seen videos from that channel, but I saw like a documentary video of someone visiting Yakutia, and they met with the person that ran that channel. So they were in that.
Yeah. Life of Yung or something. I don't know the exact name, but yeah, it's a fantastic channel, very informative, very calm, and you really do respect your modern amenities when you see how brutal it is to live out there, and yet they're still so happy and nice, which I'm like, base, amazing.
Well, I guess, are you surprised that they try to act warm to each other?
Okay, listen.
You need to preserve that shit.
That's wholesome, but also cowabunga. Well, yeah, I'm quite curious where you all will be from, as well as what playbooks you guys are doing. I ask this every time to see if anyone changes.
From your attic.
I thought you could say from your rectum.
From where?
Your rectum.
No, I'm gonna be from
Right from your
Uranus.
butthole.
I'm going for the planet Uranus.
Oh, nice Fike Steady accent, Garth.
I don't even know what you mean by this.
He said, "I'm gonna be from your butthole." Oh, sport.
No, it's just the radio announcer voice. Like, it's fun. It's very.
It's a Vikestetter accent.
Maybe. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, everyone.
I was curious. I am curious to see if one of you guys was gonna say I'm from Scan. I'm Swedish.
I'm Swedish. Hello.
Swedish. Hello.
I could make a steampunk Carlsbjorn.
You could. And in this case, there's no class build that you have to do. He could be freaking epic from the get-go.
Yeah, I'm freaking epic.
He's a freaking
Freaking
Nazi.
epic.
And it would still be like a sneak thief. He'd just be the lurk. that one
Just there's
picture
no
of
one
the
left to
Goliath
witness.
thief.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I'll share it.
I know the one you're talking about.
Oh god. I'm surprised. I'm shocked it wasn't the first one.
Was there someone? There's another one.
No, I'm just surprised it wasn't like the first picture to show up. I can't. There it is. Oh, this is so low quality though. What the heck? Hey, perfect. I found it.
He found it.
I freaking found it.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah. He's so sneaky.
Then
And when they
flex
find him, he'll
Okay.
kill them all.
He'll bring his leg down like a guillotine.
He's gonna squeeze him in between his thighs.
Have we decided on what kind of crew we're gonna be running?
So we'll be doing. So once you guys give me a green light that you guys are generally done for characters, we'll talk about the gang stuff because that's
Okay.
unventured territory. So
Uh,
that one I'll draw a bit more down on.
Okay. I think I have the main stuff done with my character. The points, the special ability, heritage, and background.
Okay, I will give you
For you.
Give me a quick check here for ya. Let's see, 7 points. Yep, that is it. Sport. Okay, so the only I need to figure out I would say for your purpose for that special ability, I will give you one of two options because Sparkcraft is something specific to the setting of the original Blades in the Dark book. Doesn't exist here. I will give you one of two settings or two settings to two options. I will give you either the choice of Bellvine technology. So Bellvines are the things that are in chime towers. It's the thing that helps you guys repel ghosts, deal with ghosts, and it is from an ancient civilization. That's where the rifts that have cities in them, that's where they found Bellvines and Bellberries and stuff like that. They are semi-literally berries that are bells, that like dry out and become bells. But they are more than just dry fruit. They are magical. Divinely so. The other option I will offer you is ectoplasmic technology. So this is your ghost engine stuff. That is the newest tech. Experimental, all that good jazz. But it's been proven to be effective in combat, and that's good enough for Venlians.
You know what? We'll go with that one.
Roger that. Okay, so make a note on that. That Artificer is based on not Sparkcraft, but ectoplasmic.
All right. I think you can edit this. Yeah, I'll just delete it and edit it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't. I would say when you guys like basically do all that, your special ability, your 7 dots total, and stuff like that. Just let me know. You guys can figure out your look, your alias, and all that later. The close friend and rival, as well as your vice, is also something you could figure out. Like for backstory and background purposes and stuff like that. But aside from that, I don't think it's super.
Right.
Depend on being done today.
Question: Which one did you say was more like New Orleans?
Oh, New Eve.
Or that
Eve,
Cajun.
New Eve.
I'm trying to decide on whether I want to go with because I want to do Whisper, so I'm trying to decide on if I want to do more of like a voodoo type style or like a Native American type style.
What kind of those dos? Little bit of both.
A little bit both.
Little bit of both.
See, clearly someone's not from Tierra Lejano. Doesn't speak their Tierran.
Doesn't speak Spanish.
Doesn't speak their Delestish.
Delestes.
Delestes, that's better. Delestes, that's.
I cannot tell you how many names I vetoed specifically for your guys' main city because I found a way to make a D's nuts joke out of them. There were so many. Like Killam is based off of, and laning stuff in Venla was the hardest one, dead ass, because I had to compare against Scandinavian as well as current British etymology for names. Toponymy is the term. And there were so many times I found a D's nuts joke or something equivocal, and I was like, "Fuck, another one." And then I just gave up. I just gave up.
Where's on my willy?
my I should say favorite kid. That makes it sound like I'm tolerating them, but Iverwall was one of them. As like Iverwall, Uverwall, we've all got our wall. Not a deep nuts joke, but I was like, God damn it! And then Austri, and I'm like, oh, so you're Austrian.
Austrian.
And I'm just like, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that one.
Wow. I what a lovely art exhibit. Oh, look at the name on this painting. This artist, the Austrian painter. Not very good, are they?
Their line suck.
They should find another line of work. No, stop!
And then it hard cuts to the fields of
Oh no! That was a real exciting instant.
Everyone's a critic.
I've been walled, you've been walled, we all been walled.
Iverwall.
God damn it.
Yeah, you see how easy it is to make these jokes.
And then Texas is called Lang because that's what they say when you step on their property. Get off my Lang.
I don't actually remember. Near every name here has like an actual meaning that I've like tweaked, or I didn't tweak the meaning, but I tweaked the wordage.
Much.
I don't remember what Lang was. Actually, let me see if I can find out. I think I saw my notes. My design notes. Oh, hello, Rack, yeah?
Reckon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wreck your ass.
Cliffholm. Cliffholm should be called Lang. Because New York is where famous actor Stephen Lang was born.
I did check my notes. Lang means long. And I was like, fuck it. It's long and it's land. It's Lang.
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 Long name.
Long Lang. The long ling of the law.
Man, I really don't know. What? Is there anything you can tell me about Tierra Lejana? Aside from it just being
Mexico.
Yeah, and a Delacian colony.
Yeah. So we'll start with the
Like a
Delacian
colony, or
It's a colony.
a colony.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, I guess it's a bit of a contested colony now. As part of their assistance in this most recent World War, there are talks that Venland gets Tierra Lejana. But nothing's settled yet. But it's in discussion. I guess so.
Did this used to be called the Gulf of Tierra Lejana?
Yeah, this is the Gulf of Venland. Oh, that's very funny.
It's still the Gulf of Tierra Lejana to me.
Good, excellent. Use the nomenclature. Very good. Let me check my notes. Okay, I might probably check this out. So Tierra Lejana is it can owe its existence to one man. There it is, Eliseo Varela. Eliseo Varela was a Delastian navigator, but more than that, he was a man of Delastian faith. You might be wondering, how did Delest get a colony over there when they would have to circumnavigate past Ashtum, Ivorwall, Glasserin, all of Cote Labrie, Vikestead, all that stuff, right? All that shit in the land. So, one of the patron powers of Delest is the Leviathan. Their portfolio religiously is a bit unknown, but they are a patron of the deep for Delest and Suazuro. Eliseo Varela was a very big follower of the Leviathan. No one knows exactly what ritual it was, but if you want to get to Tierra Lejana, you actually don't need to sail all the way there, either in any particular format. No. You just need to sail this way. And at some unknown point, you will appear in this region.
What the fuck?
Oh god, it's Bermuda Triangle, but worse.
Eliseo Varela, according to stories on accounts of his fellow sailors, performed a dark ritual that brought them to safety in Tierra Lejana, which is a very... Sandcaster has a volcanic or a regional effect to it. Not to the point where it's like hard to, like, deadly to breathe. It's not that bad. But Tierra Lejana is even safer and still has the warmth, but way less of the clauses, if that makes sense, to living in the region. So they were brought forth by the Leviathan to this region where it has volcanic ash verdancy to it. It is warm and pleasant, tropical, even. And they just set up here. And they've been here for a while. To the point where they lost connection to the Delest and the entire expedition was not lost. Oh. But at some point, one of Varela's ancestors, a Victor Varela, found, this is his great-great-great-grandson, found his great-great-great-grandfather's grimoire, and attempted a second dark ritual. Not to go anywhere. Well, okay, he has to go somewhere, but not in the same desperate ways as his ancestor. He wanted to go back to Delest. This was before Venland was a thing. No one ever broached the idea of going, like, sailing past Kirkhaven, nothing like that. It was a smaller ritual, but a dark ritual nonetheless. But it worked. And now there is a permanent line back. So, how's this? Eliseo Varela opened the door and allowed it to go this way. The door's already there. Victor Varela his ancestors, or it's not his ancestor, his descendant, use a dark ritual to prop open the door.
Ah.
So now travel between Deleuze and Tierra Lejano is continual. You do have to do a bit of tribute to use the door, so to speak, but it's nothing too terrible. It very much is the more you pay on one thing, the less you pay on another thing. Most of the time, though, a lot of Delestians just bring a very big bulk of food. Meat, in specific. I should say meat or mushroom. Or chickpea, anything that gives protein.
Protein.
Yeah, so a lot of people usually use chickpeas and stuff like that, but I digress. In failing that, you sacrifice a ship member.
Oh.
Most Delestians never run into that problem. The inverse way, though, for the Hanins, sometimes they run into that problem. Most of the time they don't, but sometimes. So yeah, that is the history of Tierra Lejano. It was a colony established in isolation from its home nation under a more strict government. Again, like sort of like Jamestown, except more successful. That rekindled its connection to its home country and brought with it a huge boon of trade. So which was a major historical event, whereas Su Azra had all this shit to trade with, suddenly Delestians had their own trade source from lands beyond. Definitely shook up the market.
Delestian sweet.
Delestian sweet.
Nicorazon.
Corazon in Spanish for like something.
Heart. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Was it the first one? God, I hate my phone so much.
What you do? Or what did your phone do?
Don't worry about it. If you don't get to
I
know,
see.
that's a
I got
little
you,
bit
wink.
for Crash.
Okay. I'll pitch this to you, Crash. You tell me what you think of it.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Is it a response?
Oh no, that wasn't at you. I was just, I don't know, I was making noise. Would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already got that.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
You. Congratulations, you in.
Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Who would like lockpicking? Oh,
I believe it's finesse.
the Alpha is probably.
I would say prowl is an ambush with close violence, like Volodin did. So that I don't know if that's applicable to you, but just something to consider.
Yeah. Trying to think of like sleuthing through like the streets and people try to avoid people's. That would still be probably a thing. Or...
I think so. Like that's like the word prowl would implicate that
Yeah.
like, you're like prowling around, right? Well,
I guess I think my skills are. Let's see. Okay, I should be good.
7 ducks. All right, let me open a sheet. Yep. So, ooh, very jack of all trades. I like that.
Yep.
And then you pick that one. Makes perfect sense. When you, ooh, that second clause is That might save you. That might save you. That's handy. Okay.
And yeah, I picked Jack of all trades, like I said in the thing. Grossman was very hyper-specific. I think that was fun and good, but I also felt like very slightly limited in my choices because I would aim towards the thing I was good at. So it's like, if I pick general, then maybe I'll be more inclined to pick more different options. But I just won't have a great chance of success.
Yeah, but just having the one dot is already better, because if not, you're running at disadvantage.
Exactly. I think,
And you're
weirdly enough, I
you're
think the
SOL
system
on that.
works really good in being general or specific. It feels very satisfying on people.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, another project that is at this point actually years old of doing like a faction turn system. Like, there's some I never examined this. I did examine it. I remember to a shallow degree, but now that I'm actually playing Blades in the Dark again, I might revisit this for my faction turn research and stuff like that. Because having that ability to be a jack of all trades in a category like Resolve and stuff like that incentivizes being a jack of all trades sort of thing. And in theory, any I shouldn't say low level scrub, but like any like an entry level sheet, so to speak, has a solid chance of defending themselves. Versus, because that's how you do defend yourself in resistance rolls in Blades in the Dark. You roll the jack of all trades lineup. So in a way, defense can win against offense in theory. In theory. Welcome back, Spot.
Me?
One step at a time. Pinky.
Right. Oh, well, backstory. I
Yeah, I'm on more loosey-goosey in this campaign, so... Yes, you guys can be a war vet. I would say the biggest thing for today you guys should have for your backstory is your background, like your occupation, right? Before you got arrested. So it's like law dash lawyer, law enforcement dash detective, military dash chaplain, whatever, right? Field of occupation, specific role inside occupation. Or unemployed dash
Bum.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is kind of the I don't know if this is gonna make any sense, but like social norm for education?
That, I'm afraid, is not a consistent thing. It depends on where you're from and what part of it you're from. So
These two places are what I'm looking at specifically.
Ashdom, if you are a lower caste person, you got your 3 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic.
Mhm.
If you're on the nobler, richer, merchant, whatever side, you probably have a high school education minus some elements of world history and a lot of the sciences. You'll probably have like one specific science, like biology, chemistry, that sort of stuff. So that's Ashdom. Vikstead is the disparity from lower and upper class is a lot narrower. People will probably have like a middle school education, so they have like basic writing, math, some general knowledge on sciences, and not even solely part of their schooling system, but because Venland has so many like current events based on technology, you end up sort of learning by osmosis, where it's like, oh shit, this guy made a new element. You ask your buddy, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, let me ask, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, well, he had this thing and that thing, and he combined those things. How the fuck did he combine those things? He used this fancy machine that came out 2 years ago, right? So it's like this osmosis of scientific knowledge in Finland, right? Just because it's like common day discussion to us US people. most you Americans have some cultural ingrainment of guns. That's just part of our culture, right? I don't expect every American to know how every gun in the world, or even most guns of modern day, how they work, but there's some general ingrained knowledge there. That's how it is in Vikestead as well, on when it comes to the sciences. So Vikestead, you're probably not. Nope, most random civilians aren't busting out calculus. No fucking way. Ashdome, you probably might see some upper crust people that do bust that out because they're natural philosophers and thinkers and so on and so forth. Whereas Vikestead is a lot more functional education. So they get to like middle school era.
Even for the higher classes and whatnot.
For the higher classes, that's usually when the eccentricities or quirkiness or just specific traits of different things. Whereas, how's this? Upper Crush Ash Delm people have a cultivation, a culture of fancy knowledge. Vikestead, you have the liberty and freedom to pursue such, but you're not forced to. So the people that do enter into those fields usually have some motivation, political, monetary, whatever, right? But overall, you're probably not meeting those big brain people.
Okay.
Unless you go to the fucking academic district, in which case then obviously no shit. Walks into Harvard.
But yeah, the option is there for
if you
the
can pay
upper
for it or
class,
be
not.
sponsored to it.